Good morning. Good morning. I'll wait another minute or so before we get started. So just getting yourself settled with your mat and your bolster, your mat or blanket, whatever you feel like you need this morning. All right. And I'll keep always taking feedback for lighting or music or anything else. So please feel free to let me know how those sound for you. All right. We're going to start seated again today. I'd like to maybe give us a little variety in the start every morning. So just making yourself comfortable, whether you're seated on your bed, in a chair, on the mat with me. Elevate if that helps your hips and your knees. Again, this is not about being uncomfortable. This is about being present, and that's what we're going to sort of start with today. So when you find your seat, settle. Find those sits bones, find that pelvic bowl. And if your bowl is true, or your pelvis is truly a bowl, let's get that bowl settled on the earth. Let's get that bowl perfectly even so there's no spilling out the front, no spilling out the back, right? And the pointer finger and thumb connection that we learned yesterday, if that felt good for you, you can find that again. Stack each vertebra one on top of the other all the way to the crown of your head. Slightly tuck the chin towards your chest, just slightly, to lengthen through the back of that spine. And you're feeling yourself here, the length of that spine. And now just bringing your attention to your breath. If you want to close your eyes down and find that third eye focus again. Looking right up between those eyebrows. And then just begin drawing that breath, just that natural breath, in through the nose if you can. And out through the nose or the mouth. Just feel into that. What do you need right now? Do you need to move some extra energy? You can blow that out the mouth. Just arriving here with yourself and checking in. Where are you right now without judgment? What is your state? Just allow that to be what it is. Being present to yourself is about being with what is. And so you don't have to fix anything and you don't have to control anything. And so I'd like to carry that through the practice this morning, this idea that you can relax into this. Everything you're doing is perfect because you're bringing your intention and you're bringing the energy that you have into this moment. And so I want you to really, again, give your mind that job of being observer, of being present to what's happening. All right, and that's a growing, developing practice. It's not easy at first. All right. So from here, what we're going to do is start matching our movement to our breath, and we're just warming up the spine. You're going to start circling from that pelvic bowl, all right? So if your spine were like a spoon and you could stir your pelvic bowl with your spine, really bring your attention to the base of your spine, moving in a circle. It doesn't matter which direction, okay? You can close those eyes down again, circling forward. You're going to inhale. Circling back, you're going to exhale and let that belly button come back towards your spine. Again, that third eye gaze that we practiced yesterday, if that feels good for you, if that's helping you to center, bring your focus, your consciousness into the body, into the base of that spine as we're circling, then you can close those eyes. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Relax your jaw and relax into the movement. Be with the movement without trying to change, without trying to fix. Inhale, exhale around. We'll take one more circle here. Just momentarily find your center point. Draw up through the spine. Those hands are grounding down through your knees. Third eye focus. Feel the length of your spine. And now we're going to circle in the opposite direction, all right? So don't change anything. Just inhale around the front. Exhale around the back. But now we're going in the opposite direction. All right. Again, we're connecting to that pelvic floor, that base of your spine. So starting to draw that energy up, starting to wake that energy up from the base of your spine. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Keep calling your mind into the moment, into the breath, into the feeling of yourself, into your experience. Not thinking about your experience, but experiencing. What is it like to be you in this moment? That's presence. All right, we're going to take one more big circle. Coming to stillness. Find the base of your spine. Draw all the way up to the crown of your head. Connect that pointer finger and thumb. Take an inhale and the exhale. Relax those shoulders down. On your next exhale, let that exhale relax the jaw. Just allow those breaths to be full and complete. Bringing your hands into prayer pose now. I'm just setting an intention for class today. Let those thumbs connect to your sternum right there, your thymus gland. As you're inhaling, imagine you could pull all of your energy right back into your center line. Draw that energy back to yourself with that breath. Allow that exhale to send your intention out into the world. What is your intention today? Mine is just to be present with what is. Because in presence, that is where all healing occurs. It's all you need to do. All right, we're going to come to those cat-cows because we have to get that full spine open, that channel. All right, so we did these yesterday. So see how they feel today. Be interested. All right, putting those hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Again, we're going to start nice and slow. And I'm going to get my timer so I can keep us on track, hopefully. You're going to inhale into cow. You're going to exhale into cat. If that third eye focus is for you this morning, go ahead and find that third eye focus. Again, feeling into your spine. How does it feel today? And don't think about yesterday. Be with this moment. Be with today. Inhale and exhale. How much this movement can you experience? Feeling your hands, feeling your knees, feeling your spine, feeling your pelvis. Draw yourself to presence. That's all you have to do. There's nothing to solve in the present. All right, we're gonna move a little bit faster here if that serves you this morning. So for about 30 seconds, I'm gonna move a little bit quicker. Inhale, exhale. Feeling into the suppleness of my spine, not forcing, drawing that energy up, pulling lightly up at the pelvic floor, holding that third eye focus. Three, two, you're gonna take an inhale, hold, draw that energy up, squeeze it up the spine, pull the belly button back, third eye focus. Exhale all the way down into child's pose. So just let those hands slide forward. If you need a block or a pillow or something to get the floor a little bit higher, you want to rest that forehead all the way to the ground and just relax here. Just stay right there. Let that head melt into the floor. Let the arms be held by the floor. Let yourself melt on the exhales here. And see if on those inhales you can really expand into your back body. Feel your side body, your back body expand on those inhales. Soften on those exhales. All right, beautiful job. All right, we're gonna get into our kriya this morning so that we can finish it up and you can move on with your day and have the best day ever. Okay, so this first exercise, remember, we're gonna lace those fingers together, okay? The thumbs are gonna touch. That mudra is gonna sit into your lap, all right? So just the feeling of that mudra, it's almost mimicking that pelvic bowl that you have, right? And it is settled here in your lap. It is strong and secure. And so this first exercise, again, it is creating this strong foundation for us. It is grounding us. The other thing about having roots, those roots allow us to release, right? So we think of our system, that navel point is our fire. It energizes us up. It also allows digestion down, all right? So this is a beautiful exercise for grounding and stability and release, all right? Our mantra, remember, God and me and God are one. Make that fit your truth, okay? Divine light, source, whatever that might be, okay? All right, third eye focus. The other aspect here is we are drawing attention to that pelvic bowl and that root. So you're gonna find that pelvic floor, find the base of your spine, and you're drawing that up, all right? You're creating strong roots. So keep drawing that up and pulling that belly button back. So everything down here is just strong, all right? All right, closing the eyes down if that's for you. Finding your mudra, creating that sense of strong stability in that lower half, all right? All the way to your navel. Just envision for a moment, bring your consciousness there. That strong root into that pelvis, into that navel area. All right, so really strong there. And here we go with our mantra. God and me and God are one. 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 Stay with your experience. God and me and God are one. 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 Keep going. God and me and God are one. God and me and God are one. Keep drawing that energy up with that pelvic floor engagement, belly button pulling back, third eye focus. God and me and God are one. 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 Last one. God and me and God are one. Take an inhale, hold at the top. Find that pelvic floor, draw up, pull the belly button back, feel the energy rise from your base. Pull back, pull back, pull back, and release that down. Find your pointer finger and your thumb. You're gonna flip those hands, sit up nice and tall. Connect to your energy. Be in your experience. Discover what it's like for you. Beautiful job. Presence, right? And the healing part, the thing that's healing, is when someone stays with us, when someone sees us. And this is a practice of we heal ourselves, right? We become present with ourselves and we stay with ourselves. And it feels scary at first, right? But that's why we have these practices. And they allow our system to settle and to be in the space where I can hold it, right? Okay, our next one. We're in Gyan Mudra again. Now this was the one that took maybe a little bit of extra thinking. And again, just be present with what's happening. Set the intention, let your body navigate the movement, and then let your mind just observe. All right, so we're here at the knees. You're gonna take a full inhale, a complete exhale. You hold the exhale out at the bottom, and that's when you're doing this rhythmic navel pump, like you're pulling your belly in. All right. What I want you to kind of be aware of here, as you inhale, your rib cage will expand. At the top of that, your rib cage is really nice and lifted. On the exhale, see if you can keep that rib cage in that kind of lifted position, because what that's doing is it's allowing the energy at that navel, we're saying rise up into the heart. And I want you to kind of envision as you're pumping the navel, you're pumping this beautiful expansive energy into this heart space. Okay, so if you could take this fire and expand it into your heart, all right? That's kind of the idea of this exercise. All right, we're gonna go a little bit longer today than we did for the other one. Great job on the first one. All right, Gyan Mudra, third eye focus if that's for you. Full inhale at the top, feel that expanded rib cage. On the exhale, see if you can keep that rib cage lifted, and at the bottom, you're gonna hold out the exhale, add that rhythmic pump, just as many as you can. When you need to take a new inhale, go for it. The bottom of that exhale, lifted rib cage, allow that navel pump to start moving your energy, moving your fire into your heart space. Move that energy up. Feed that heart space. Relax your jaw. Notice what's happening for you. You've got about 10 seconds here. Okay, take a final inhale. Hold at the top. Complete exhale, hold at the bottom, at the very bottom. I want you to find the base of your spine, pull up, pull your belly button back. If you could just squeeze all that energy up your spine, let it rise all the way into your throat if you can. Pull up, up, up. Inhale when you need to, just relax. Be in your experience here. Beautiful job. All right. Our next one, again, careful on shoulders. This is not about making yourself uncomfortable. Again, we're trying to ease the body into release, right? We store, tight places in the body a lot of times can be old physical, emotional things stored in the fascia. And you're not going to get your fascia to release for you by force. Okay, that's not the way the body works. The body is about relationship and safety. All right, so taking that left hand somewhere behind your back if you can. And if that's not going to work, just get it lower and lower until you can kind of get it behind you, okay? With the intention that we're opening through this left side of the chest, okay? Third eye focus, right hand is in Gyan Mudra, so pointer finger and thumb. Complete inhale, complete exhale. Hold the exhale out. Draw that energy up from the base of your spine. The way we're doing that, pull up at the base, belly button squeezes back, and just feel it lift as high as you can, all right? And if you can't feel it yet, it's okay. Set the intention. All right, here we go. Full inhales, full exhales. Hold out at the bottom, just for as long as you can. Be in your experience. Relax into your experience. There's nothing you need to fix or change. What is it like to just be in the moment without having to prove anything? Without having to do anything more than what you're doing? Keep drawing that energy up. Almost there. Take one more inhale, holding at the top. Full, complete exhale at the bottom. Hold out that exhale for just a moment. See if you can find the base of that spine. Pull up with everything you've got. Belly button pulls back. Feel that energy rise up the spine. Beautiful. And just coming both hands into Gyan Mudra. Find that third eye focus if that's for you today. Feel those sits bones. Feel that neutral pelvic bowl draw all the way up the spine. Just breathe into yourself here. Be with yourself. Relaxing the jaw. just feel into the energy of you here in this expanded and lengthened spine. Your relaxed shoulders, your relaxed jaw. Open and courageous heart. Beautiful. All right, we're going to bring those hands into prayer pose so I can move you on to have the most beautiful day. And you didn't hear me say this yesterday because the storm disconnected us, but I kept going. All right, so prayer pose is a very centering, stilling pose, right? And you can see just in the symmetrics of it, right? Like we're right here at the center and we're bringing ourselves to the heart space. So you're going to take a few moments here at the heart space, just inhaling and exhaling, feeling yourself centered, connected to your center line, right? And that line that just, it lifts us up and out of all the human yucky, icky stuff we get ourselves in sometimes, and it brings us to that higher perspective. So just breathe into that central line of you. And just set the intention to come back to the central line anytime, right? It's always here for you. All right, so we're going to tune out, close our space today with one long Sat Nam. Sat Nam means truth is my name. It's naming that central line. That's who you are, this state, this feeling, all right? So we'll take an inhale, you'll hold the Sat Nam, all right? You're just closing the space with your voice, all right? So we'll take another inhale here. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for being here again today. I'm so proud of you. And I just have to say, 2 days in, second day in a row, I feel amazing after doing that with you. So thank you so much for starting my day right. Let me know if you have any needs or questions, and please feel free to pop over to the community and let people know what your experience is, because you might help somebody else out. All right, I hope you have a great day. That's my plan.